Hi, my name is Brent Bradshaw and my new company is called NewCo. This week I was required to test NewCo's customer segment by surveying my gurus and customers. Each guru and customer was sent their respective survey results via email and appropriate background information and associated expectations. In addition to the survey, I called each of the gurus and customers to discuss their respective results. This proved to be a very informative exercise. From my guru's perspective, all of the gurus understood and agreed with NewCo's definition for its customer segment. However, one of the gurus strongly believed that it was too difficult to have a single focal customer given the different motivations that a seller and buyer may possess. The gurus were unanimous in their beliefs that users would be more interested in selling their goods for philanthropy reasons as opposed to an additional revenue stream. They were also in agreement that users would be interested in selecting where their transaction proceeds were ultimately donated, obtaining charitable tax receipts for the goods that they sold, and also becoming part of a philanthropic community. Each user also commented that they were very happy with the evolution of NewCo's product idea and associated value proposition that's taken place over the last couple of weeks. From my customer perspective, customers indicated that they understood and agreed with the customer segment that has been defined. Similar to the guru comment on broadening the definition of NewCo's focal customer, one of the customers did suggest that buyers need to be separately defined from sellers, as they will possess different motivations. The customers were split on their motivations for using NewCo, with some suggesting they would be more motivated to use NewCo for philanthropic purposes, i.e. the seller side, while others suggested that they would be more interested in finding certain goods at lower values on NewCo. This is really positive for NewCo, as both sellers and buyers are required in order for NewCo's marketplace to be successful. All customers indicated that they were currently engaging in transactions on other e-commerce sites as well as charitable activities, and would be interested and willing to engage in transactions on both NewCo and these other e-commerce sites at the same time. All customers were also unanimous in their desire to have final say in where their transaction proceeds were donated, receiving charitable tax receipts for their transactions, and also were very open to becoming part of a philanthropic community. Similar to the gurus, each of the customers were very complimentary on the evolution of NewCo's product and associated value proposition. So what does all this information mean with respect to my business model canvas, and specifically the customer segment? Based on the results of the surveys and additional comments provided by my gurus and customers, I have identified what I consider to be some key characteristics of NewCo's typical customer. They're likely own a computer and are web savvy. They're moderate to middle income consumers. They currently engage in or are interested in philanthropic activities. They currently engage in e-commerce transactions on other platforms. They're cost conscious and looking for ways to save money, and they're interested in supporting initiatives that will help the environment. Based on my work this week, I'm recommending a slight change to NewCo's customer segment. Specifically, I will be defining both sellers and buyers separately given their potential different motivations, as opposed to a single focal customer that is currently included in NewCo's customer segment. As such, the updated customer segment reads as follows. NewCo has adopted a two-sided customer segment strategy that focuses on contributors and value seekers, both of which are considered to be web-savvy, moderate to middle-income consumers. NewCo's contributors, the sellers, are primarily motivated by selling their goods are not primarily motivated for selling their goods for incremental revenue, but are instead motivated to engage in philanthropic activities, with all of the transaction proceeds being donated to charitable organizations of their choice. NewCo's value seekers, which are the buyers, are looking for opportunities to save money by acquiring goods at values less than they would get the same goods from traditional retail channels, and may or may not be interested in seeking out goods on NewCo's marketplace, specifically because the transactions would help the environment by reducing global consumption, and or because the associated benefits to charity. Thank you.